loved the record so much. We wanted that to be the first single.
Mm.
When we went into it, yeah, we wanted that to be the first single originally. And Tommy Boy said, no, they came back and said, no, it should be the OPP. It should be the OPP. And we didn't fight them on it or argue because we knew OPP was big too. But our logic was OPP to want to get to OPP, not shoot the bullet, shoot our strongest bullet first, because we felt like OPP was the bullet, like to come first. I mean, so we was just like, all right, so let's give them something else and then come strong with OPP and carry us on. They was like, no, go out the door with it, which just hit them, like just come out blazing, guns blazing from the door, and then let people learn about you. Everything's gonna be all right second, and they'll fall in love with you guys, which Tretch second, because everything's gonna be all right. It'll hit home after you don't board everybody in with OPP, and we were like, bet. And that was
Isn't
part of us learning how to market. That was Monica Lynch and Tommy Boy, us getting with a company. And that's all I was saying when I said that we never had a chance the first time because we didn't have those type of conversations with Bon Ami. We didn't have no marketing. We didn't have nothing or nobody telling us, no, this ain't right. This is right. This is wrong. It was just like whatever, and we knew it wasn't right. But once we got the Tommy Boy and with Flavion, it was something totally different. We would have those conversations. They would tell us when we were right and we were wrong, what we had to do this, we had to do that. So we knew we were on the right path.
to what extent could you relate to the other stuff he was talking about in that song? More so, talk to us about your upbringing. Was it similar to what Tretch was going through?
Nah, actually mine was slightly different from Tretch and Ben. They both grew up in single parent homes, both with their mother. I had both of my parents. So, that's why my house was the hub. Like I said, I had my mother and my father, and it was slightly different. It was a little bit different than them.
Mm, mm, mm. And then
Yeah.
to follow up on that, another lyric that caught my attention was, I've got it written down so I say it correctly, was when he says, "Now you want me to rap and give rap about something positive. Well, positive ain't where I live." And
Live.
of course, he's
I live right
highlighting,
around the corner from West, here,
yeah,
2 blocks from
yeah,
South, and once in the jail cell.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So of course, he's highlighting the common critique that hip hop artists get. You know, when
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, why are you always rapping about the negative stuff? Why can't you rap about something positive?" And of course, the response is, "Listen, I'm a byproduct of my environment. I'm rapping about the stuff that I know about." So, of course, Tretch is saying this is an issue they had to go through in the industry, and then implicitly, I assume that's what you guys collectively had to go through. So, to what extent did you have to back conflict with that?
Nah, I mean, you talking about far as the lyrics to the song,
As in, not this specific,
or you talking about just living the life that he's talking about?
as in terms of because what I got from his lyrics is that there'll be times where you guys as a collective want to put out a song that's describing, the hardships of growing up
Right.
in an impoverished neighborhood. But then I imagine there'll be some suit that'll be saying, "Nah, we don't want you to rap about that." Like, to what extent do you have to battle with that?
Nah, we never had no issues with that. We never had no issues with that. We basically did what we had to do and what we wanted to do as far as making records. And we picked what we felt was the best singles and the best records to really put out as singles. And if you listen to the albums like Yoke the Joker and all the different stuff or whatever, we've always had regular hard records that, we've done what we wanted to do. We
Mm,
never had we didn't have an issue where Tommy Boy told us, oh, don't make this type of record and don't make
mm.
that type of record, make this kind of record. Nah, we didn't run into those issues.
Okay, I just found it interesting because he put it in a song, but maybe he was speaking about
He
how
was speaking
people
about life. He was
life,
speaking
right?
about life and his upbringing,
Mm, mm,
just dealing with teachers and different things and, coming across people that told him he was never going to be nothing. I'm sure everybody's dealt with somebody or came across somebody that slept on them or doubted them or didn't believe in them.
mm.
That's what he's talking about in that. And he's just basically saying, like, not only to me, but to you as well. And anybody that's ever been through it, everything, and that's the sum up, everything's gonna be all right.
No, for sure. Fire song, man. I put that song alongside, I'm trying to remember the name of the song. You know, this the Ghetto Boys. My mind is playing tricks on me.
My
You know,
playing tricks on you.
describing the hardships of growing up in an
Yeah,
impoverished neighborhood. I'll put it
yeah,
alongside that.
yeah.
Okay, so
And
before we
that's another one, like really quick, I want to say too, that once again amazed me. The beat was done and he went obviously, I mean, yeah, he made it a personal record and made it about himself, but he took that and he was able to express, his, the challenges or, the stuff the stuff that was inside of him that was burning him up. And to be able to sum it all up, like I said, and then even turn around and like and then cap it off with everything's gonna be all right, and then still continue to go back and talk about all this stuff, and everything's gonna be all right. It's just, it's amazing. It was amazing to me. Like it's a great lyrical job done from
no,
him.
for sure, for sure. Okay, we've got time for one more question. Does anyone want to answer a question in relation to this song, please? I'll give you like 5 seconds. Comfy mic. 4, 3.
Now let's
Okay,
go.
beats. Go ahead.
Well, it's not really a question, it's a statement. Just from the lyrical content of the record and from the versatility of Treach, always contribute to that record of being like a pinpoint example of kind of like what him and Pac had in connection with each other as far as their versatility and being able to talk about not only the party stuff, but just like serious situations as well and make it a good record.
Right. And also too, I think like that's what, at least me personally, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody else, because I don't, I like a lot of the new hip hop. I don't like it all, but I like a lot of it and I like some of it. But all I'll be asking for is to be a little more diverse. And that's what I'm saying. I just think that it's just missing stuff like that. I'm just not sure if you're really hearing or gonna hear records that's crafted like that. Like everything's gonna be all right. Just talking about that. Everything is kind of sort of in the same vein. It's okay to speak on some feelings or speak about what you're going through or talk about some other things. And I think that's what made 90s hip hop just great because we just did it. You had the different characters as well. Like everybody didn't look the same and they did different things. You had characters, you had like you mentioned earlier, you had Slick Rick, who was totally different. You had Busta Rhymes, totally different. You had EPMD, totally different. You had KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, totally different. You had X-Clan, you had Tribe, you had De La Soul. It was so many different people just doing different things and doing their interpretation of hip hop. And it's okay to do that.
Right.
Paris, yeah, like you said, Paris, yeah. Then you had the West Coast guys like Ice Cube and you had NWA. You had so many different things and different styles, and it just wasn't monotonous.
Appreciate the response. Thanks for the question, Beats. So now we're going to move on to the next song. This is song number 4. This song came out in 92. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Well, I'm going to play the sample first, all right? So you guys know what to do.